Hi, I wanted to take a minute and highlight this project I did for Metro Frameworks out of Denver. Metro Frameworks is owned by Melanie, and they do custom picture framing of artwork and jerseys and memorabilia and that sort of thing. So it's a brick and mortar shop, and people bring their artwork into the shop to have their work custom framed. She offers two things: regular business hours as well as one-on-one appointments for guaranteed one-on-one time with the owner directly for larger, more complex projects. So this site was in need of an update, and it also needed to be more mobile friendly. You can see the design is a bit dated here, but the main issue here is you can look up here in the menu bar, and right here there's no SSL certificate, so it's not to secure this website. Some people will see this, some people will see this with a red warning on it, and on other browsers, in worst case scenarios, when you go to visit the website, you'll be hit with this error here, which is really bad, because instead of the website coming up, they're going to get this, and nobody's going to click through to this website when they're getting this as an error. In addition to that, sites that are not secure get deranked by Google. Google favors, and this has been the case for many years now, they announced it so you can look at old announcements directly from Google themselves. They're the ones that will tell you this. Not secure sites will get de-indexed and deranked, so all your competitors with secure sites will rank better than you, and these pages will drop off into oblivion eventually. So that was the major thing that needed to be fixed and updated, was that. And you can see from here, you can click to go through to an appointment. This is one thing I noticed too, when you click for appointment, so click for an appointment. So that's one click. So you've clicked to make an appointment, and now you're met with this whole sea of text, essentially, that nobody's really gonna read. Nobody reads huge blocks of text like this. They've already clicked the make an appointment link, so the expectation is to be able to click to make an appointment. So that's one click, sea of text, block down here with another little button that says book. So you have to click that again, then you have access to this calendar. If this was on mobile, you'd have to scroll down quite a way every time you're clicking through. So that's two clicks to get through there. So what I wanted to do with the new site was make it a little more clear that appointments are available but not necessary. They, like I said, they do accept walk-ins. So this is the new site. URL has not been redirected yet, but you can see the first thing you'll notice is this little lock right there. That's what you want. That's a secure website, so Google's not going to trigger any weird security warning issues with that anymore. You can also see the menu structure I've changed up a little bit just to give a better foundation for SEO. So instead of saying portfolio, it's a picture framing portfolio. Instead of just meeting about us, your framers, a little bit about the shop, etc. So a little bit of a different structural flow here, because she's a brick and mortar and they frame at the location. It requires people to bring the artwork to the location to have it framed. So to make that really clear, I've done the call to action as bring in your art. So we want people to bring in the artwork in person. And this is what the homepage looks like. You see we've used a picture of her holding up a framed picture that she did with some framing corner samples in the background. A nice welcoming image that supports this line of text here. So immediately when people come onto the website, they know that they do framing of artwork that enhances, protects, and preserves the artwork. So yeah, this is what the homepage looks like as I scroll down here. Much larger images to make it a little more image centric. Same links here. So see some past framing projects, meet picture framing, staff, and the contact visit us button there with the review down there as well. And clicking through here, so you could view some of the past work they've done by clicking on the picture framing portfolio. So larger images on this site. I've cleaned up the images and made it a standardized background, so that the focus is on the artwork and not on cluttered backgrounds. So that's what that looks like. there. You meet the people that are framing your artwork. So a little bit about Melanie here. A review. She still has to get 2 bios in for 2 of her staff, so I'll add those on once she does. And then meet the cool Greyhound shop dogs, because they have these really cool Greyhound dogs that they have at the shop there. You click on the shop, and the shop is absolutely gorgeous. The space is magnificent, it's very vibrant, warm and welcoming. Just flipping through a lot of the social media posts on Facebook and Instagram, I could kind of see how nice this space actually is. So I wanted to highlight that on the website. Now, when people go in for picture framing, they have either been to a shop to have stuff framed before, or they haven't. People that haven't, it could be quite the intimidating thing. People have no idea what to expect when they go in to a picture framing place for the first time. So I figured, why not make a shop page on this site? It's such a beautiful space. So if I could put photos on a page here and walk people through a little bit about the shop, it creates a bit of familiarity and makes people comfortable with the space, and hopefully makes them more comfortable to go in person. They kind of know what to expect when viewing these photos as to what to expect when they walk into the shop. So here, and again, beautiful Greyhound Lucy. I had to include a picture of that. It's such a unique thing. Not everyone has shop dogs. They do. And I figured, hey, why not highlight that a little bit on here? Gallery space. So you have some gallery space where you can buy some artwork in the gallery. So I wanted to highlight that. A little bit about behind the scenes of how stuff is made, and another behind the scenes shot. Here, the gorgeous workspace with Melanie working on one of the custom framing projects, which is sort of neat to highlight. And have added a contact page, which was not on there before, and the phone number, which is clickable from mobile, so people could click that phone number, see it right away, and place the call right from there. But I've added the booking calendar directly onto this page as well, and I've changed and condensed the text a little bit, because on the old scheduling page, when people click to something, they expect to be able to do that thing they're clicking on. So this, instead of having a big line of text, I've added walk-ins are welcome during business hours, just so people know right away they don't have to schedule an appointment, but they can. For guaranteed and uninterrupted one-on-one design time, or for complex projects with Melanie, appointments are available. So they could book in here right from the contact page instead of having to click multiple times. It's laid out right there and you can immediately see it. And as you scroll down the contact page a little bit, an interactive map that you can get directions right to the location, and a picture of what the outside of the shop looks like as well, just so you know, again, it creates familiarity, and that's a good thing, and people could see it right away. And in the footer, again, there is the business location and hours as well. So yeah, anyways, that's what the new site looks like. If you need a new website, or if you have this little error here, this not secure error that absolutely has to get fixed, it should be considered mandatory by any business that does not have a secure site. Mandatory. 2022, we're going into 2023 here. That's a non-negotiable for a website. You're destroying yourself if you don't have this fixed yet. So make sure you get that fixed. So yeah, anyways, if you want to handle with anything, Kevin at flow5.ca. That's Kevin at FLOW, the number 5.ca. Have a good one. Where's the stop button on this thing? Uh-oh. Please tell me that fucking recorded. Please tell me that fucking recorded. Where's the stop button on this thing?